My name is Kathy H. I'm 28 years old. I now spend most of my time not looking forwards, but looking back on what happened to us at Hailsham.
Catch it, Tommy!
Why didn't Tommy get the ball?
There was once a boy who had ran off beyond the boundary. They found him in the woods,
with his hands and feet cut off.
Who told you these stories?
Everybody knows them.
And how do you know they're true?
You'd make up stories as horrible as that.
Students of Hailsham are special. Keeping yourselves well, keeping yourselves healthy inside, is of paramount importance.
None of you will do anything except live the life that has already been set out for you. And sometime around your third donation, your short life will be complete.
Never Let Me Go is a novel written by the British writer Kazuo Ishiguro. He has Japanese origins, and when he was 6, he moved to Great Britain with his family. He got a degree in literature and philosophy, and he currently lives in London with his Scottish wife. The protagonists of this story are Kathy, Tommy, and Ruth. They are 3 students from Asia, a boarding school plunged in the English countryside and totally isolated from the outside world. Their education is constantly followed by some tutors that give them lessons about art, history, literature, while encouraging their creativity. In this school, the 3 boys grow up. Ruth and Katie have a strong friendship, whereas Tommy, although he likes Kathy, gets into a relationship with Ruth. Later, as they grow up, the 3 boys leave Asia to go to live in a type of college called cottage. Here boys spend their life lazing around. Their destiny, which was already decided when they born, is to become donators. In fact, they are human clones, created in laboratory in order to donate their organs to sick people. However, the 3 friends try to live without thinking about their destiny, and they hope their future will be different. Kathy decides to leave the cottage after having a discussion with her friends, and she becomes an assistant. That is to say, she takes care of donations before she herself also became a donator. A few years later, Kathy meets Ruth, now a donator, in the hospital by chance. Both decide to go to visit Tommy, a donator too, but even though he made some previous donations, he enjoys good health. When Ruth dies, Kathy becomes Tommy's assistant. They finally get into a relationship, and in order to have a postponement for the Tommy's donations, they both decide to go to their old tutor at Hailsham. They thought that their great love would have been enough to escape from their destiny. But the encounter with the old tutor is a great delusion for the boys. Their destiny cannot be changed. In the closing scene, there is a touching gaze between Tommy, who is lying down on an operating table and is about to be anesthetized, and Kathy, behind the glass wall, concentrated on him, knowing that he's going to die. Never Let Me Go is a 2010 movie directed by Mark Romanek with a script written by Alex Garland, based on the 2005 novel by Kazuo Ishiguro, Mark Romanek is an American director, scriptwriter, and filmmaker. The director won his first Grammy Award in 1996 for the video of Scream, the best short video. The song of this video is the fruit of the collaboration between Michael Jackson and his sister Janet. As in the book, the movie starts with the first person of Kathy, the protagonist. She relates her story, that of her friends, and their destiny. The story develops in an alternative present, and it's told as a flashback by the protagonist of the book, Kathy. While in the book the dramatic destiny of the protagonist is slowly revealed, in the movie it's revealed right away. In the movie, we give up to the captivating strategy where Kathy speaks to the reader, taking for granted some concept that they don't know, gradually showing the dramatic nature of the history. In the movie, this reality is revealed to us at the beginning, and for this reason, we immediately know the tragic destiny of the protagonist. The title Never Let Me Go is inspired by an imaginary song, Never Let Me Go, by an equally imaginary singer, Judy Bridgewater, that significantly touched Kathy when she was young. In the movie, some events from the story, such as Tommy's continuous crisis, are not given much importance. The protagonists don't ask to themselves, why don't we rebel against our destiny? The reason is very easy. The protagonists don't exactly know the reality of the facts, unlike what happens in the movie. While growing up, they accept the tragic reality, creating a different and alternative philosophy of life. The protagonists had the possibility of living a life, including all the emotions that we can feel, such as love and friendship. It's very interesting to notice that in the movie, more emphasis is put on the attitude of compassion and pain that people outside Asia feel for these children. Another difference that we can notice is that, on one hand, in the book, we can notice that tutors and people feel horror and disgust towards these clones. On the other hand, in the movie, they even say poor creatures. The director ensures the success of the film adaptation by remaining faithful to the original dialogues and the protagonist's strength.